Down for a few plays, and he hasn't relinquished the spot since.
Robichaux bangs his way into the middle of that line. Mahogany, ACC Offensive Lineman of the Week. Screen pass, batted up in the air. Castellanos catches it. Can't throw it again. He's got to run it. He passes it. Now he catches it.
Well, that was not planned, but a good job, right? Good job by Eric Watts. You know, his tight end slips off him. Going to go out. Favorite target in these situations.
Castellanos will run it.
And Castellanos broke one of these for a touchdown last week.
He's going to keep it, try to get to the outside. He does, and he picks up, get to the edge.
Well, this is why, right? You know, you keep the ball in his hands. He's got options, right? If he does give the ball off, great. But you know, when you have this type of
things together, and they dominated Georgia Tech, outscored them 21-0 in the fourth quarter. Here's Robichaux, stretching it to the right side. Give him about
and cut it upfield, and just a really good. You see the kick out blocks by Mahogany, and then 66 getting up through, and that's just a good job of. That's the bread and butter.
Robichaux right up the middle, tackled high.
With his yards after contact.
Castellanos to pass. He has all kinds of time. The ball slips out of his hands. After the fumble, Castellanos, design draw, has blockers in front of him. A lot of room to run, runs into the back of his own player, but think about comebacks as we look at this run. I mean, Virginia, they were down 21-7, and the season really hung in the balance in that game. Came back to win that one. Down to the
season, and we've seen it show up time and time again watching this team.
Robichaux on the pitch.
Last week, but that you saw that plus 48 in the fourth quarter. That's when it really counts.
Bond on the receiving end here from Castellanos, takes it inside.
Receiver for Boston College, ever since Ryan O'Keefe went down with a neck injury earlier in the year, it's been Lewis Bond who's stepped up, and he can count him out.
Here's Tomlin in motion. Castellanos to throw on play action, wants to go downfield, instead checks underneath.
Be on target.
Alex Broom on the carry. Oof. 3rd and 8. Castellanos to Tomlin. Can he make a defender miss? He does. Does he?
Big boys.
Robichaux in motion. Castellanos is going to run it himself. Picks up the first down. It looks like. Give to Robichaux. Big hole up the middle. Still on his feet inside the 20 down to the 15.
For Robichaux. Oh, they're going fast.
Down to the 5 slot. Give to Robichaux. Powers his way into the end zone.
The tip pass, the fumble, but they just got right back to doing what they do. Castellanos
able to use Castellanos, and has improved every single week, continuing to run the foot.
And really during the bye week before the Georgia Tech game, they honed in on what he does best. And
Eagles were 0 for 2 on 3rd down today. Try and pick this one up on the ground. Robichaux gets it.
Back on the line of scrimmage, going fast.
Robichaux lowers that, goes past.
Big change from last year for this BC team.
Castellanos will look to keep it himself. Only picks number 11 in red back in the game for BC. That's a good sign. Castellanos maybe looking his way. He is.
Yeah, they checked to this. They saw man-to-man across the board, a little rub route. He's actually.
Franklin, the tight end in motion. Broom. Low center, a grab.
You think you're done with dealing with the physical runner when Robichaux's out, but no. I mean, first of all, great hole up front, but then you get out.
Eagles. Franklin again in motion. This time they'll pitch it to Broom. He's got a lot of run room. Inside the 25.
Fine.
Castellanos is just handing the ball off. Broom gets knocked.
Able to hand the ball off and run the ball at 6 yards a clip.
Now he's throwing. Pocket collapsing, steps up. He's going to run it. He has room up the middle. Now bounces it outside. Put that ball away. Sure.
Well, drop backs to pass, or does he? I mean,
personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Number 11.
Look at this ball here, though, Mark. Look that thing away.
First down.
The same 5 guys have started all but 1 game this year.
Robichaux. Bond in motion. Castellanos gets the snap. Can he run it in on his own? He's got to beat 3 players. Can't do it. Castellanos will throw. Out to Broom on the screen. He can walk in.
Really, he just beats the pressure coming to the outside, and number 15 really should flare. They call it flare control. Pick up the back for this community, giving back and raising millions and millions of dollars for those families with children battling pediatric cancer. Griffin, they're two big X's out on the field.
Castellanos to throw. Overshoots Bond. Had two. Castellanos, low snap, quick throw. Almost a great-handed one-handed catch by Skeet. He'll be brought down at the foot. Castellanos will run it. He's got room and a blocker in front.
Up.
Bond trying to find some blocks. Can he get a block from his quarterback? Can he need more than one? The
Player underneath.
Castellanos will throw. UConn brings just 4, so he's got plenty of time. And to your point, down and long to keep this drive alive. Castellanos to throw. UConn bringing just 3. He's got time, but throws it into the play. You see his 2 for 2 on 4th down today, but this is a different kettle of fish. Castellanos has time. He's going to have to make it on his own. Now he wants to throw to the end zone. Has a receiver. If he doesn't overthrow him, and he does. Bounce. Almost hit the goalpost, the crossbar.
Yeah, he did. They got a good chip on the defensive end, and Castellanos does a great job of just getting his composure, but you see him falling back a little bit on that throw and just muscles it too much in the air. Yeah.
They've got 1 timeout on the board. Castellanos will throw. UConn brings 4, dumps it off. Robichaux makes the catch, but doesn't get opting not to use that timeout. Castellanos over the middle. Tomlin on the carry, has a blocker in front of him. That's Robichaux, and he falls.
And making a big play in a big moment.
Castellanos to throw. Facing a second down and 1.
Ineligible receiver right there.
Castellanos is going to run it. Gets enough for the first down.
And Boston College that time running to the short side of the field.
Castellanos to throw. Going to the end zone. Double coverage. It's intercepted.
Have to protect a player from himself.
And so we won't see Rosa in this second half, most likely, but we are seeing Emmett Moorhead. I don't remember a moment that it could have happened. Now he's warming up on this sideline, but BC going with Moorhead to start this second half. Of utmost concern for Boston College is converting on this 3rd down.
It's going to do a lot more of that drop back passing. He's already connected with Joe Griffin.
Robichaux, that'll help. It's 9.
Side just absolutely mush the defensive line of UConn.
Good block by Jaden Williams on the edge, 2 first down Boston College.
The field.
Broom, big hole up the middle.
It started with the offensive line for BC.
Moorhead to throw. It's Griffin.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, and Joe Griffin. So good to see him getting involved in this pass game. On that little crossing route, good job on the bootleg of hitting. Oh, proud of his son, and he just, I mean, we talk about it. He gets big catches in big situations. 3rd down.
You ready, because you're going in. Another big hole for Robichaux. Into the top of your screen. Now he comes back. Little confusion, and Broom is...
As a true junior, watch number 8 shoot the gap, get underneath the pulling guard for Emmett Moorhead.
Moorhead quickly out to Tomlin. Brought down from behind. Tomlin in motion. Moorhead looking his way. Now fakes that way and tries to come the other way for the screen, but he overshoots. There's not much wind to speak of. If anything, it's helping, but it's swirling a little bit. I was wide open. Why didn't you throw it to me?
For 35 years, he was telling me he had a chance, and I finally saw a camera angle.
A couple of those wide open receivers in the first half, and his receivers didn't do him a lot of favors either with a couple. He's got to use his legs to his advantage. Throwing. Williams sidesteps a defender. Gets.
Well, I thought they were going to let this go.
They did. I tell you what, it was the back judge, I think, threw the flag. Or the
and has made them competitive until this O-line has started to solidify, and now they're starting to play.
Nice
look at that pass, Doug.
There you go. Break down this pass, Doug.
Well, he's a corner route. He turns the safety. There's a coverage in the flat.
He's had time, too. UConn hasn't brought a whole lot of pressure. They've allowed him time in the pocket.
This quarter anyway, so you can do it anyway.
Here you can see the strength. Williams again in motion. Castellanos will throw. BC brings a little bit of pressure here. Fires that one to Williams.
And they'll work across the quarterback's face and just sift out who's coming, right? Getting to the outside, finding the linebacker, and
for the strikes.
Now Broom in motion, empty backfield. Castellanos fakes, wants to go downfield, has a lot of room to run if he chooses. Now he throws, has a wide open tight end.
He kind of just slid to the outside and delivered the ball.
Robichaux, there's a lot of room to run there. He'll score easily.
It's good marketing, sticks in our brain.
DC staying on the ground. So they've had the lion's share of their success today. And
Right, last week they're in that position, have a fumble, turn it over, but we kind of see his ability to move.
Castellanos throwing. Complete to Griffin. That's a first down. Well, he's in the first half. Now he has all kinds of time to throw. Broom picks up about 4.
Did a good job of pulling off of that and just coming down and making the safe throw, right? There's that 7 route. He wanted it, but then he pulled it down, and that's where in the first half we saw some of the interception on that throw.
Going to give Broom 3 on the catch. Now Castellanos will roll. Has a defender right in his face. He's going to have to get rid of it here, and he's going to get sacked.
The ball over in this situation.
Broom in motion. Castellanos wanted to.
You drive down the field, you score a big touchdown on the ground, and then you get Boston College in 3rd and long and force them into a bad play. And Boston College wants to run as much clock as possible, so there's going to be a heavy dose of Broom and Robichaux.
Broom this time on first.
That's how you win football games and consistently win football games.
Broom, another huge hole to run through.
Just it's a good job. Mahogany comes down on the nose guard, pushes him out of the way, and it's just a big. I mean, that's a massive hole to run through. And
Broom jumps. Robichaux. Broom reverses his field. Castellanos keeps it this time.
Well, was it emotionally not feeling well? You just don't know.
Here he's got to pick up the first down and does. Still on his feet. Here is with just 2 timeouts left. This clock winding inside of 3 minutes. Just following big Kyle Hergel into the hole.
There's a little bit of gimp coming from that left leg.
You can just hand it off to this guy, though.
Yeah.
Normally it's the heart and soul of this offense, if you will. And I feel like here in this second half,
it's hard to rebuild when you are an independent, because you have to have so many of those types of games. The offensive coordinator, Nick Charlton, really appreciative of Mora's wisdom and guidance. A 1-point game at Rice, they get a win by 1 score, and then last week just barely lose to South